The clock strikes midnight, and the room feels heavier, as if the air itself is holding a secret. Shadows stretch across the walls, flickering like they're trying to speak. You're over 50, maybe 60, 70, or beyond, and you've spent years building a life of meaning, of peace. But there are people, 5 types to be exact, who can unravel that peace, drain your happiness, and steal the joy you've earned. They're not always obvious, they hide in plain sight, cloaked in familiarity or charm. Avoiding them isn't just wisdom, it's survival. These are truths the world doesn't want you to know, truths that could protect your heart and soul as you age. Stay with me, because this is a secret you were never meant to hear. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment below. Are you ready to guard your peace? The first type to avoid is the chronic complainer, the person who turns every moment into a storm of negativity. You know them, the friend, neighbor, or even family member who finds fault in everything. The weather, their health, the world. They don't just vent, they drown you in their misery, pulling you into a spiral of despair. As you get older, your emotional energy is precious, and studies show that constant exposure to negativity increases stress, raises cortisol levels, and even weakens your immune system. A 2023 study from the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults surrounded by negative people reported 15% higher rates of anxiety and depression. Your peace, your happiness, they're not just feelings, they're lifelines. Picture yourself sitting across from someone who's complaining again, about their aches, their bills, the news. You nod, you listen, but inside, you feel heavier, drained. I knew a woman, 68, who had a friend like this. Every coffee date was a litany of woes. She started dreading their meetups, her own joy fading. One day, she set a boundary: shorter visits, less frequent calls. Her mood lifted, her days felt lighter. The hidden truth is that chronic complainers don't just share their pain, they spread it. You're not being unkind by limiting time with them, you're protecting your spirit. Choose people who uplift you, who share your laughter. You're not just avoiding negativity, you're claiming the happiness you deserve. Let's go deeper. The second type to avoid is the energy vampire, the person who leaves you exhausted, like they've siphoned the life out of you. They might not complain outright, they could be charming, talkative, even funny, but their neediness, their drama, their endless demands pull you dry. After 60, your energy is a finite resource, and emotional fatigue can raise blood pressure and weaken your heart, according to a 2024 study in the American Journal of Public Health. These vampires don't just take your time, they take your vitality, your peace, leaving you questioning your own strength. Imagine walking away from a conversation, your shoulders slumped, your mind foggy, wondering why you feel so tired. I met a man, 74, who had a cousin like this, always needing advice, favors, attention. Every call left him drained, his own hobbies neglected. He started saying no, limiting contact to brief, neutral moments. Suddenly, he had energy for his garden, his books, his grandkids. The secret is that energy vampires thrive on your kindness, but you don't owe them your life force. Set boundaries, short calls, polite refusals. Surround yourself with people who give as much as they take. You're not just saving energy, you're reclaiming your joy, shielding your heart from a drain the world ignores. The third type to avoid is the critic, the one who judges your every move, your choices, your dreams. They're the voice saying you're too old to try something new, too frail to take risks, too set in your ways. After 50, your confidence is a treasure, hard-won through decades of life. Critics chip away at it, sowing doubt that erodes your happiness. Research shows that constant criticism increases stress and lowers self-esteem in older adults, per a 2023 psychology and aging study, and that stress can spike cortisol, harming your heart and mind. Critics don't just hurt your feelings, they threaten your longevity. Think about the last time someone made you feel small. Maybe they mocked your new hobby, questioned your diet, or smirked at your goals. I knew a woman, 71, who loved painting but had a sister who criticized every brushstroke. "You're no artist," she'd say. It crushed her, until she stopped sharing her work with her sister. Her paintings bloomed, her confidence soared. The hidden truth is that critics don't just judge, they suffocate your spirit. They want you to shrink, to fit their box of what old should be. But you're not that box. Limit time with critics, share your dreams with those who cheer you on. You're not just avoiding judgment, you're protecting your soul, embracing the freedom to be you. The fourth type to avoid is the manipulator, the person who twists your kindness to serve their own ends. They guilt trip you, play on your emotions, or push you into decisions that don't feel right. After 60, your peace is sacred, and manipulators are thieves, disrupting your calm and raising stress levels that can harm your heart. A 2024 study from the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that emotional manipulation in older adults increases anxiety and blood pressure, shortening lifespans. Manipulators don't just want control, they want your serenity, and they'll use charm or tears to get it. Picture a friend who always needs just one favor, but it's never just one. They lean on you, make you feel obligated, leave you unsettled. I knew a man, 80, whose nephew manipulated him into lending money, playing on family ties. The stress kept him awake at night, his heart racing. He learned to say no, to meet only on his terms. His sleep returned, his peace restored. The secret is that manipulators thrive on your goodwill, but you're not their pawn. Set firm boundaries, say no, walk away when you need to. Surround yourself with people who respect your choices. You're not just avoiding drama, you're guarding your heart, reclaiming the calm that fuels your happiness. The fifth type to avoid is the chaos maker, the person who thrives on turmoil, dragging you into their storms. They don't plan it, they just live in a whirlwind of arguments, crises, or reckless choices, and their chaos spills over, shattering your peace. After 50, stability is your foundation, and chaos makers are wrecking balls. Studies show that chronic stress from chaotic relationships raises cortisol and inflammation, increasing heart disease risk by 20% in older adults, per a 2023 American Heart Association report. Chaos makers don't just disrupt your day, they chip away at your longevity. Imagine a family member who always brings drama, fights, gossip, emergencies that somehow become your problem. You feel tense, drained, your happiness fading. I knew a woman, 65, whose old friend was like this, always stirring up trouble. She started declining invitations, keeping contact light. Her home became a sanctuary again, her heart lighter. The hidden truth is that chaos makers don't just live loudly, they pull you into their noise, stealing your calm. Choose quiet souls, people who value peace as much as you do. Limit time with chaos, protect your space. You're not just avoiding trouble, you're building a fortress of joy, a life that could carry you past 90 with a smile.